folks. As you may have gathered if you saw the last video, I'm in Switzerland, but we won't be opening any tins of rotted Swedish herring today. I've just spent the night on the banks of the River Rhine on the German-Swiss border. I've been doing some temporary cover teaching in Switzerland at the old school where I used to work. But now it's weekend and I've arranged to meet some friends, and we're going to visit a music box museum, which I've never been to before in spite of 23 years in Switzerland. But first it's time to do a bit of housework, so folks, I'm at the Museum for Musikautomaten in the Kanton of Soloturn in Switzerland, and I'm just waiting for some old friends to turn up, and we'll have a look around together. Well, I did say we weren't going to open any tins of rotten Swedish herring, but I do seem to have a fixation with Swedish fish products, so I'm just going to grab little bit of lunch, and this is actually Swedish caviar in a tube, and this is very popular in Sweden, as a friend introduced to me over breakfast. So let's just open it up, and you just squeeze it onto your cracker board. This is a very healthy lunch, by the way, as I'm trying to shed the pounds, so there's no more beer and sausages anymore, and I can only say smakliga Måltid. Und Glas.
Und dann das Glas? Ja.
Jetzt. Well, sadly we couldn't film any of the demonstrations of exhibits in the main interior rooms of the museum, just the stuff that was out in the corridors. But there was some pretty cool stuff to see. The retro jukeboxes I particularly liked, as growing up in the 60s and 70s, I remember them well. And that classic sound. This Wurlitzer, of course, goes back even further. This is late 40s. And check out the bubbling water on the display. That's pretty neat. The whole museum here is actually a life collection of Dr. Weiss Stauffacher, who upon his death donated the whole collection to the Swiss canton here. This large red organ at the back actually was built for the Titanic sister ship, the Britannic, and was removed from the ship when it was used as a hospital ship in the First World War. The rest of the exhibits here were quite loud and quite impressive, and this was a great day out. So if you ever do visit Switzerland, it's the Musikautomaten Museum in Zeven in Kanton Soloturn. It's not too far away from the major town of Basel if you're ever this way.